Hey subscribers, LR for Life here. I had my garage door opener break here probably about 3 weeks ago now, I think, something like that. It was a pain in the neck. I did not like having a broken garage door because then I had to manually open it and close it and lock it and all that kind of stuff. So the unit that I had up was, I think it was a Craftsman from 2003 that they had evidently installed sometime between 2003 and when I bought the house, and it was working fairly good for a good 2 years when we had it. Well, I guess it would be 3 years basically, and then it stopped working because the sprocket on the top of the unit broke where it was. So it was a chain unit, and I've gotten a replacement now. So I have this chain unit that you may be able to see. There you go. And you can see all the mess in my. So it's I think it's the B2405T because I also have the keypad I believe that's the same as the B2401T. And instead of getting a chain drive, they went ahead and gave me a belt drive, which is a little bit quieter. It's not a whole lot quieter, but it is a little bit quieter than the other one. I didn't install it. I had someone install it for me, which, thank goodness that there are people that are out there that can install it, because it would have been a pain in the neck. He did change the, and again, my garage is kind of a mess, so I apologize, but it's a multi-part rail. It's a little bit smaller than the one that I had, and I think it's sitting just, ever so slightly, not a whole lot higher, but a little ever so slightly further up. It has two lights in it, which the light on the other one didn't work ever since we moved in at all. And this one works, which is great. I do have some smart light bulbs that I had installed in the light socket that's right next to it. And then previously, I had this unit that would do smart control on it. And I'll just show you that real quick. Yeah, so it's this thing right there. And he hooked it back up. He installed the new garage door because he just hooked it up like it was on the old garage door. I am going to take it down because it doesn't work with this unit. This unit has the Security 2 Plus or something like that, so it scrambles the code and you can't. It's supposedly more secure. So anyway, we're going to take that down, and I'm actually going to try to give it to my daughter. She lives in an apartment, but they have a garage because the unit they're in has a garage with a garage door opener, and that way she can hopefully install it. It's just, it just piggybacks on the wiring and sends basically a button press of open and close, and then you put a sensor here. I'll show you over here. You put a sensor on the door when it's open and closed. So you can see, here's the sensor, and here I just have the magnet set up. So I'll probably do a separate video on that whenever we set that up in her house. But that's what it is. And so far I'm pleased with the unit. It came with two remotes, and like I said, I got a keypad so to put outside. So opener, and there's a QR code with advertising. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then it has this is the open button right there, which you press down on it. And then it has the learn. I didn't know you could do that from here, and I'll talk about that maybe in a minute because I really messed up something. And then lock, which I believe locks out the remotes. And and I pressed it. And this is the button for the lights to turn the lights off and on. And then out here installed this for me, the keypad. I had to move it down a little bit, but just basically a keypad. But it's perfect right here, right next to my camera. So anybody that's coming and trying to get in the garage will definitely get on the camera. User manual, just in case I needed it. I really haven't read it at all, other than trying to figure out what model I have. Anyway, I was trying to program another remote that I already had, and I accidentally unprogrammed or deprogrammed, or however you say that, all of the other remotes. So I had to redo everyone, and then I had to climb up on my ladder to get up there and program them all in. That's been about a week and a half ago, and I'll let you guys know who the person that installed. He did a really good job. He was really pleasant. I know my dad and my aunt and one of their friends had work done by them, and they're just excellent. I think it's I'll tell you right now. It's Shelton Overhead Doors. That's what it is. So, yeah, he did an excellent job. They're a local company, and he made sure that I had everything I need. Everything was working. He replaced the obviously the sensors, the obstruction sensors, to make sure that those were working, because the old ones weren't really working right. They were from the original garage door, and they'd come off of my rails, so I actually just had one propped up to the side, which was still in the right range, but I could not get it back on. And when I did get it on, it was like fouling up the door, and so the door wouldn't close properly, or it would move it down, or all kinds of crazy stuff. So Shelton Overhead Doors, I'll probably pop their website or their phone number or something here, and so you know what it was. And I'll also do a little bit of a review of the app, which is a whole other thing. So here's the MyQ app. You can see that it is full of ads, all kinds of ads. So that's the thing I don't like about it. It does have like your history and your Discover, which is just basically more ads, and then your works with. So I do have Amazon Key, which I'll show you that. I'm not going to show you the users, but you can add users to this. It's fairly simple. Well, I'll just click on it. I'm going to edit this out anyway, so you can't see people's names. But you can have a co-owner, and then you can invite like friends and family to have codes. And for the friends and family, you can set like what hours they can go in and out anyway. So that's a good thing. Like I said, it's simple. It's super simple to use. You just, from your phone, you just click it, and it'll open. Click it, it'll close. It doesn't have a control for the light on here, which is kind of disappointing, which will be my next point. I would like to, at some point, like I had the garage door opener, the smart garage door opener connected to it, piggybacked to my old one, and it's piggybacked there right now. I would like to get something that can work with this, and there's a project that's called Rat GDO, I think is how you're supposed to say it, but it's Rage Against the Garage Door Opener. because MyQ used to have APIs where you could connect into it with like Home Assistant, and I'm not a huge Home Assistant person. I do have a Home Assistant spun up on my NAS device, my Synology NAS device that I have, and it's worked well. It works well for most of my stuff, but you can't use Home Assistant with MyQ. They broke that because they want you to pay a subscription. They say it's for security. I would say it's because they want to make sure they can continue to line their pockets, which is okay. I'm in their business, right? Just like anyone else. But Rat GDO is a project that someone put together, and I'll just pull up the website here. So this is the website, or I think one of the websites. It is, and this is one of the units. There's others, and I'll probably get this unit because I wanted to be able to do more stuff. Anyway, so it's just a little, like a simple circuit board that you would hook up just like that other thing that I had was hooked up. You can either piggyback it or pass it through. And you'd be able to open the garage door. With the higher end model here, you can do some more things like vehicle detection and stuff like that. And they also have an add-on parking assistance laser, which I may or may not get. My garage is pretty small, so it's not like I can park really wrong, but I've gotten a little closer to the wall than I probably should in occasions, and so maybe I'll look at adding that. But I digress. This does work with the what is it? What did they say? The Secure Cloud, whatever, 2 something 2. So yeah, Security Plus 2.0. So it works with that. So it basically will open and close your garage door. It can detect what's going on with your sensors, so the obstruction sensors. It can also turn on and off the light. It'll come up like as a separate button in Home Assistant. So if and when I get one, I'll show you how I do that, because I do like home automation. I don't mind this because most of the time we're just going to use the garage door openers that are in the vehicle to open and close things, or the button that's on the wall, or the phone, or the keypad. So there's many ways that we can do it. But one of the reasons why I would like it is because I want to be able to set like a reminder or to automatically close it if it's 10 o'clock and I've gone to bed and I've forgotten and left the garage door open for some reason, because that's happened. Please don't break into my home. Anyway, that would help avoid me leaving things open as I get older and forgetful and whatnot. And with that other unit, I could kind of do that. I could always see the status, and I can always see the status on this one. So, for the meantime, I'll just make sure I make a habit of checking that the garage door is closed, which is what I should have done to begin with. And I have cameras that I can look at to see if it's closed. The other thing that I did want to show you guys was the Amazon Key. So I have as well, and I actually signed up for it, and I'll show you what that looked like. So you can see here that my garage door opened when the guy got here, and then he walked in, he placed it. I'm just using the one that's by my garage, or the camera that's by my garage. I also have one that's in my garage that shows kind of where he put it stuff, and it just shut when he left, which is cool. I mean, that's really neat. It was secure. We happened to be gone. I don't know. I don't know how I will feel if and when I get a delivery when I'm here, because I just hear the garage door open. Um, but I have cameras on them, so I don't know if anything would ever go wrong or if they'd try to enter the house or something. But there's cameras, so um, I know, and I get a notification on my phone when the garage door opens anyway. So I'd probably notice that. Anyway, um, hope you're all having a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. Bye.